Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Arknights reaction. Today we have Fire's Embrace as requested by Bako Onichan, I believe, in the comments of the last video. This one is from the Babel event as well. We've been getting a few of those lately, but other than that, obviously, I don't really know much about it. I do know that the composer is Alex Rowe purely because I happened to see it when the page loaded, but otherwise I'm completely in the dark as always. So I guess without further ado, let's go! Ooh, big orchestral vibes. I don't know if I've heard anything else from Alex Rowe. I don't really remember the name well, so this might be a new experience from a new composer for me. Big cinematic orchestral energy, though. Love that blend of the brass and all the strings, that low-end rumble that they create when they're blended together. It's just so gorgeous. It's such a powerful tone. A lot of emotional climb in this one. Hasn't stopped yet. That's a really good emotional breadth, you know, has a lot of width to it, a lot of depth. That low brass just dun 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 underneath. This is beautifully intense. Ooh. Again, this like emotional shift. What a hopeful turn. The intensity doesn't leave, but the emotion is heightened ever more. I'm starting to speak like the song wants me to. I'm changing my vernacular for the music. What an inspiring tune, dude. Gorgeous. I think this is in an odd time signature, too. What the hell was that? That was absolutely mind-boggling in a lot of ways. Whew. I don't think I've ever had a song that has hit me so hard emotionally that I started to change my phrasings and vernacular through my reaction. That was a weird sensation. The term evermore started spilling out of my mouth before I got the chance to think. You know, like, that's not a term I would ever use in a day-to-day conversation unless I'm referencing very specific things. But something about this song's evolution emotionally pulled that out of my soul. Like, it was just wrenching it from my gut. I couldn't help it. That was such a good track, such an emotional journey through this whole thing. There were multiple peaks and valleys through it. Every single time I felt a little down, a little worn, a little shaken, there was a change that made me feel like this is not the end yet. I haven't lost yet. There's still time to fight till the absolute depths of my ability. And Alex Rowe, damn, what a composer. If this is their average work, if this is the average work Alex puts out, how have I not heard their name yet? How has this not been a name I've come across more? I'm gonna have to see real quick if I've heard anything else that they've done from any other game or something, because there's no way that this is just a casual person working in a random group of people, like a collective of musicians, without like a standalone solo career. Okay, just checked, saw that they had their name on a few Dark Souls stuff, Bloodborne, etc. So now that totally fits, and I'm glad that he has his own. Maybe that's where I heard his name before. Maybe he's done some other like guest compositions for Arknights before, because I know I've heard a few that sound like that in the past, but I just don't recall who actually composed them. So maybe it was Alex, maybe this isn't my first foray into his work, but damn, either way, this has got to be my favorite one now, like at least in like current active memory, because I listen to a lot of music. Let's be real, I'm not going to remember every little detail of every song I've ever heard. That's unrealistic, but right now this one is definitely pulling at my heartstrings in a very specific way. The depth of everything that this song had to offer was just absolutely monumental, and every single moment I felt something different. I wanted to feel it again. I never wanted to step away from this song. It stopped a little too suddenly, frankly. I wish it kept going for another 2-3 minutes. This is a song I could listen to on loop for a while. Just a beautifully composed piece, especially I mentioned the blend of brass and strings in this one. I love that low resonant rumble that when they match in tone, they just really rock against each other. It's like a very smooth sandpaper. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe a better analogy would be like waves on the side of a cliff. Something that's slowly yet very methodically abrasing this other surface, chipping it away to something smoother and more delicate over time, but at the same time stronger because it's doing away with any of the weakness and all those little sharp, tiny edges. And it's just making this gorgeous, majestic piece of natural art. And it's just so good. I don't know if I can really offer much insight when it comes down to the musical theory on this one, purely because I feel like this song is one of those ones, and this does happen quite often on this channel, unfortunately, but I feel like this song is above me in terms of understanding how everything was handled musically. There's the obvious stuff I could give you, what the key was in, what the overall chords were, but I don't feel like that would really add much in this case, because it's really the tapestry woven through all of the sound in this one. This is a blanket of musical majesty that I cannot hold a candle to, and I feel like I would be saying something incorrect, or at very least doing it a disservice if I were to try. So I hope that there's another composer or musician out there who hears this song and knows more about that sort of thing in the details and is able to get into all that for people who really want to know. But I just feel like I would be kind of imposing in a place that I don't believe I belong after hearing a song like this. I feel like this is just too far above my own skill level, and I want to respect it by not trying too hard and going into it and then being wrong. So I think I will end it with all of that, even though it was just basically praise and saying how much I love this song. I really don't want to overstep my boundaries on this one, so thank you all so very much for requesting this one, by the way. Bako and Ichan, beautiful pick, love this track, and if anybody else has any other songs you want me to listen to, doesn't really matter the event or the game. If you want to request something that's not Arknights, do that in the comments below, and whichever one usually gets the most upvotes is the one I tend to get to next, so have at it down in the comments, and of course I will do my best to get to it, as I always do. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to follow me and support me for more stuff in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!